the Green Bay Packers heading to the Washington Commanders. Packers favored by 4.5, over under on this one, 41.5. And man, oh man, the Packers are reeling a little bit, coming off of 2 straight losses. First time in LaFleur's career that we've seen him lose 2 straight. Aaron Rodgers does not look anything like the MVP Aaron Rodgers we've seen the last 2 seasons out there. Packers seem to kind of struggle the ball, seem to keep a lead and are be able to take a lead and keep a lead on this one. So some very interesting things afoot here. Kevin is calling for the Washington Commanders to cover the 4.5 and the under 41.5. And I have to agree with him on the under. I do think that this is going to be a low scoring affair. I don't think both of these teams are reaching 20. I think this is going to come down to probably a 2017. Kevin thinks the under, which would be kind of that field goal type of game there, or the Commanders win. I think that the Packers do find a way to cover this thing. The Commanders getting a new quarterback under center there. And while Heineke is better than most replacements out there because he's had starting, he had a lot of starts last year. Under that, we may see an emergence of Terry McLaurin again. That was one of the places Heineke looked to more so than Carson Wentz seemed to look to. So I do think that we're going to see some good things out of that. I do think Terry McLaurin probably has a little bit more fantasy relevance this week than what we've seen in the past, but I do think the Packers find a way to cover this thing, and it's not going to surprise me to see this one end somewhere in the neighborhood of like 21-14 type of thing. I do think that we're going to manage to just barely cover that and the under to come in. One of the props I really like on this one, Brian Robinson to go over 52.5 rushing yards. The Packers have been really just kind of bad when it comes to rushing defense there. So I really like Brian Robinson this week. I think he's got kind of just that fire matchup there. The Packers, giving up, they've had some pretty big games given up against them, against opposing running backs there. Brian Robinson looks good. Looks like he's running hard. So I do think that we're going to see him find a way to get over that 52.5 yards on that one.